If your care home website isn't converting visitors into inquiries, you're not just losing clicks, you're losing real families who need care. Let's fix that. Your care home website is your online shopfront. It's the first impression self-funding families get of your care home. If it's slow, outdated, or hard to navigate, they'll leave and choose another home that makes their decision easier. Here at Care Launch, we've spent over a decade building industry-leading websites that generate high-quality inquiries from self-funding families. In this website masterclass, I'm going to show you exactly how to do the same. The first step, strategy and planning. A great care home provides comfort and security. Your website should do the same. Before you even touch design, you need a solid strategy. That means defining the pages your website needs, how visitors will navigate around your website, what actions they should take, how inquiries will be captured. Your website must guide visitors seamlessly from initial interest to conversion, and that starts with understanding your audience. Consider the fact that 70% of over 40s need reading glasses. If your website font is too small or your layout is cluttered, families won't stick around to learn about your home's care services. Step 2. Talk to your audience. Families don't just choose a care home, they choose to trust in you to care for their loved one. Make sure your website builds that all-important trust. Speak to the self-funding families who've inquired before. Ask them, what did they like about your website? What confused them or make them hesitate? What information mattered most in their care search? Then you want to check your website analytics for the most popular pages, where people drop off on your website, and the amount of time they spend on the website. Use their answers to shape every part of your website, from design to content to calls to action. Step 3. Design with conversion in mind. Your care home may be warm and welcoming, but does your website actually reflect that? Your website must be easy to navigate with no clutter and really clear menus. Use high contrast, readable fonts. Have clear calls to actions. Things like book a visit should be obvious and everywhere, including at the very top of pages. Be mobile friendly. Over 50% of traffic is from mobile devices, so you need to make sure your website looks good on mobile. This isn't about looking good, it's about making it effortless for families to inquire. Step 4. Producing content that builds trust. Families are making a life-changing decision. Your website needs to reassure them that they're making the right choice. People make decisions emotionally, not logically, and people buy from people. You need to ensure your website features the people behind your care home. Too many care home groups make the mistake of featuring their world-class facilities but have no personal connection. Your content needs to speak directly to self-funding families, showcase the testimonials, case studies, and real stories of people in your homes, answer common objections and pain points, things like the cost, funding, quality of care, or even the facilities. Then you want to highlight the awards that you've won, your CQC ratings, and your unique selling points. Step 5. SEO and performance. If your website isn't on page 1 of Google, your care home's invisible. SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization, is key to attracting organic inquiries. Consider the fact that 75% of all clicks happen on the first page of Google. If you converted your page 2 rankings, you could quickly triple your traffic. So your website must be fast, under 3 seconds loading times. A study by Pre-Render found that 40% of desktop users will leave a site if it takes longer than 3 seconds to load. Have keyword-rich content. For example, best care home in your area. Simply put, the more keywords you rank for, the more traffic you can go after. Then you want to optimize on-page to improve click-through rates from Google search engine results pages. Finally, you want to have a Google My Business listing linked to it for your local key terms. Also, when it comes to your content, you need to make sure your imagery is original and authentic to your care home group. Too many care home groups use the same stock imagery. Imagine a family looking for care. They'll see the same image over and over again. That doesn't build trust. So you need to invest in photography and even videography of the people in your care homes. All of this information is in our previous SEO masterclass, so check the link in the description below. Step 6, testing and launch. The biggest mistake? Thinking your launch day is the finish line. It's actually just a start for making your website perfect. Before going live, you need to test absolutely everything. This could mean checking, can users navigate easily? Do your inquiry forms work smoothly? Is the site mobile friendly? And does it load fast? A bonus point here, get real families to test it before launch. Their feedback on your website is going to be so valuable when it comes to helping other care-seeking families. Once live, you need to track performance regularly and tweak consistently. The best websites evolve based on the data. So what's the cost of a care home website? Well, ask yourself, what's the cost of not converting families? Even a 2% increase in inquiries can mean thousands in revenue. You need to invest in your care home website. A solid care home website isn't cheap, but it will pay for itself in occupancy rates. Medium-sized care home group websites typically cost between £8,000 and £15,000, again, depending on complexity and the features that you want. Platforms like Webflow can be a cost-effective alternative to traditional website development. It offers flexibility, speed, and an easy-to-update backend, ideal for care homes that want control over their content. Here's the real cost to think about. If your current website converts 2% of visitors and you improve that to 4%, that's double the inquiries. Even one extra resident staying for a year can generate $50,000 plus in revenue. Suddenly, that website investment makes perfect sense. If you found this masterclass helpful, implement these steps and watch your occupancy grow. If you need expert help, get in touch. We've built high-converting care home websites for over a decade, and we can do the same for you. Now, go take action.